Hey guys, Churchy here. So this is the first video in a series of mod showcase videos I'll be doing. My goal with this series is to turn Skyrim Special Edition into a primarily third-person archery/survival game set in a much more wild and untamed Skyrim. Today's topic is archery, and you can find links to all the mods I'll be talking about down in the description. But anyway, let's get started. First up is Archery Gameplay Overhaul by DServant. This mod adds a lot of new archery features as well as fixing a few issues, and it's going to act as the core gameplay mod that I build around with other mods in this video. It adds new animations for when you're using a bow, it covers movement with the bow, so walking, running and sprinting, equipping and unequipping the bow, firing the bow. These new animations are the main reason I use this mod. I love the animations, they're a lot nicer than vanilla. The mod also adds an enchanted arrow system, which actually has visual effects, so that's really cool. You can enchant your arrows using spells, or there are some rare rings that you can get from certain enemies. AGO also makes arrows inflict damage over time in the form of bleeding, and makes arrows a lot more persistent, which is pretty cool because you can shoot a bunch of arrows into a tree or enemy and they'll stay there. This mod also adds a bow camera, which allows you to adjust the camera for when you draw a bow. It works quite well, but I'll actually be using another mod to manage the camera, which I'll get to a bit later in the video. The next couple of mods I'll talk about are actually also recommended on the Archery Gameplay Overhaul Nexus page, but anyway, the next mod is Arrows and Bolts Tweaks by Kevkas. This mod allows you to adjust quite a few settings relevant to archery, how fast arrows will fly, the chances of recovering them, and the amount that merchants and containers will have. It does the same for bolts as well. It's a subtle mod, but I really like the tweaks that it allows you to make. Next up is Belt Fastened Quivers by Chesko and Ninivekha. It's a simple change, but I really like this mod. I've done a little bit of archery in the past and I've always used a belt fastened quiver, so it just feels more natural to me seeing it that way in the game, and most times I find it a little bit more immersive. If you do end up using this mod with AGO, make sure you grab the support files from the AGO page. Another mod I really like is Real Bows by DecimusMaximus. It replaces the vanilla bows with some new models that are a lot less chunky than vanilla, and as the mod's name suggests, they're much more like real bows. I really like the hunting bow, the ebony bow, and the daedric bow. Also, some other awesome members of the modding community have made a standalone version and retexture for this mod. You can find links on the mod page. Now that archery is looking and feeling a lot nicer in-game, I want to be able to see the new animations from AGO a lot more, but still have a smooth gameplay experience. So the next thing I want to do is set up the third-person camera just how I like it, and fix the third-person aiming. I'll be using a couple of mods to do this. The first mod I'll be using is Aim Fix by NeOniq. This mod lets you adjust your field of view and the horizontal and vertical position of the camera in relation to your character, and it also lets you fine-tune the crosshair, which is great because it means you can set up your crosshair so that it's perfectly on target at the range you make your adjustments at. So find a target, stand at the distance you'll usually engage enemies from, and make your adjustments. The second mod I'll be using is Skyhud by Fhaarkas. For now, I'm mostly just using this for the dot crosshair replacer. I like having a simple dot because it's easier to get pinpoint accuracy with a dot than with the vanilla crosshair. I might cover this mod a bit more in depth in a later video. To finish up this video, I just want to quickly mention a few mods that I've found to be pretty neat or useful when doing an archery playthrough, and those are Training Dummies and Targets by Big Bad Daddy. This mod lets you train your skills by hitting the training dummies and targets, and it of course works with the archery skill. I really like mods like this that are simple concepts but actually add a lot to the game in terms of immersion or functionality. Ars Metallica Smithing Enhancement by Arthmoor. This mod makes the whole crafting and gathering experience in Skyrim a lot more fun, and I'll go into more detail in another video, but I'm mentioning it now because it adds the ability to craft arrows. The Dawnguard DLC also adds the ability to craft arrows, but I like the way this mod does it. No BS AI Projectile Dodge by Reize. Sometimes in Skyrim, you'll try to pull off a really long distance stealth shot on an unsuspecting enemy, you'll fire your arrow, and then at the last second they'll sidestep and ruin your entire plan. I haven't seen that happen lately, but if it does happen to you, because it's happened to me in the past, then get this mod. No BS AI Projectile Dodge completely fixes this issue. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and seen some mods you might be interested in. All the mods I've talked about are really cool, so I definitely recommend them. Also, I'd love to hear about what archery mods you guys like to use down in the comments, and I'm always interested in trying new mods, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. Thanks for watching, have a good day or night, whichever it may be, and I'll see you in the next video.